Hey guys. Um, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. So for my live encounter, I went to the Festival Fridays here in town. It's kind of hard to find something, in Buchanan when you work full time because Buchanan's so small. But it was pretty interesting. Festival Fridays has like live music, and they can have like art put out for people to see from local artists. It's really an interesting thing. So if you ever have, a Friday free, it'd be a nice place to go. They had a band there performing last week whenever I went. It was the Deja Vu band, and they sing like 50s and 60s and 70s music. And I have their description from Facebook because, I didn't really get one when I was there, but it says catering to a more mature, sophisticated listening audience. The Deja Vu band performs the classic sounds of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Insofar as possible, this talented group of musicians and singers seek to emulate the sound and style of the original artist. It's a super satisfying trip down memory lane. Of course, it's not my memory lane because I was not alive, but it was good music. That music from that time has like a very different sound. It was nice to hear. So, to answer the questions, what were your emotional responses? Music always makes me feel very relaxed. So it was nice to, get away from schoolwork and work and go and just relax and listen to some music be played. No really specific images, sounds, or words sparked it. It was fun to sit there and relax and listen. The music was good. I'd never really heard the songs before, so it was nice to get to hear something new. What do you imagine the creator's intention is with this piece? To make people happy. There was one song, and I think it was called Just One Look. I looked it up before I made this video to be sure. And it was just like peppy and talking about some guy falling in love with just one look. So it was very like relaxing, happy, upbeat. Does this piece seem to have an agenda? I don't think that it had one. No political or emotional. That's true. He wanted to. I think music helps you get your emotions out. So playing the music was, an emotional agenda, I guess you could say. I hadn't really thought about that before. What themes, beauty, death, sex, faith, mystery, etc. does it consider? The one song in general that I'm talking about that really stuck with me, I think it goes with the theme of beauty because he's talking about falling in love with just one look, which to me seems like he's focusing on her beauty. Sorry there's such a glare. Unfortunate. Seems like he's focusing on her beauty a lot because with just one look you can't really know a person's personality. How does this piece relate to any other work you've experienced? I think it just relates to music in general. It was interesting, nice to hear. Does it relate to any topics we've discussed in class or in other classes you've taken? I think it would relate kind of to the masculinity topics because he's a man singing about falling in love, which would kind of be like a sissy thing as he talks about, like no sissy stuff. So I think that it would kind of have to do with masculinity. Like a lot of men don't really sing about love and falling in love. Well, some do, but I think that it would have to do with the masculinity because that would be a sissy thing. Love isn't really something that's talked about. How do the elements of the piece fit and work together? I'm at a loss on this one. I think that they just, like, the words flow, the music works together with it. There's a lot of, just continuity through, it's not the right word, but all the music that they played went together. It kind of had the same, lovey-dovey, happy, relaxing theme. Does our discussion of gender roles fit into your experience or interpretation of the piece? I think that as a woman, in society's eyes, I would notice the love parts more than a man would just kind of listen to the music, or that's how one might interpret it. So if you guys ever have a chance, go out and take part in Festival Fridays. It's a lot of fun. I'll go again. That was my first time going, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it was fun. Have a nice summer, guys.